Oh, shucks, guys. Would you look at that? I'm a bit late on the Leagues Cup, the Copa Libertadores, and the Campeones Cup. Oh well. So let's just go with our first one, the Leagues Cup, which we had Club Leon against the Seattle Sounders. Now, in the first half, no one scored, nothing really happened. It was mostly who made the most attacking options and then failed to put it in the back of the nets. So, yeah, and then after that, the second half kicks away, and just a few minutes into it, I think it was 3 minutes into it, in the 48th minute, Christian Roldan, he scores, and Seattle Sounders are put in the front. And just a few minutes, in the 55th minute, Ruidíaz does have a very close chance, and unfortunately it hits the post. And I feel like that chance from Ruidíaz was probably the demise of the Seattle Sounders in this game. And with Club Leon's making some substitutions, like bringing Hernandez, who would go on to make an assist for the first score of Club Leon, yeah, that was the beginning of the downfall for the Seattle Sounders. And like I said, Hernandez, he did assist the first score, and it is Mina that scored in the 61st minute. It was just a terrible goal. I mean, no one was really marking Mina, and it was just what a terrible goal to give away for the Seattle Sounders. They were so good defensively, and to just have that defensive mistake, it's just terrible. And those defensive mistakes kept continuing, especially in the 81st minute. Before the 81st minute, I feel like. But Shade O'Neal, he stumbled and he made a clumsy challenge, and that resulted in a penalty. No argument whatsoever. He had little control of the ball while doing that challenge, and that results in a penalty, and Mina is there to score. And he puts it in the back of the net. Stefan Fry does go to the right way, but he's a couple centimeters or feet, more like feet, not centimeters, but he's a bit far, all right, and the shot was a bit too strong as well. And yeah, and unfortunately after that, in the 85th minute, Club Leon does score again. It puts it 3-1 in the 85th minute, and that surely just puts it in, it just puts the dagger in the Seattle Sounders. I mean, yeah, it's terrible, but Seattle Sounders, they were just so terrible after that first goal, and I feel like the story could have changed if Ruidíaz put it in the back of the net, back in that 55th minute. But Benezet does score in the second minute of stoppage time to maybe pull a comeback like they did against Minnesota United back in the 2020 Western Conference Finals, but that doesn't happen again. And Ruidíaz, in the last second, he was just barely, I would say, meters away from tying it up, but unfortunately the shot, it goes over the target, and it goes out for a goal kick. And after that goal kick, it is final whistle, and that's basically it. And Club Leon are the champions of the Leagues Cup, and the Seattle Sounders are empty-handed. And I feel like with Nicolas Ladero gone and Jordan Morris, I guess you would go as far to say, those two were probably missed in this game, as not a lot of chances were created after that first goal. And after the first goal, and basically just the stoppage time, those were the only times where the Seattle Sounders made chances. And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but at least they moved on, and they won against Sporting Kansas City away 2-1, I think. So yeah, good for them. So anyways, I will take the camera to Copa Libertadores and Campeones Cup. So yeah. Anyways, folks, let's just get started with the Copa Libertadores. My name is different Jason. We didn't change the hair because I'm gonna keep it. I like it. So anyways, let's start with the semifinals. In the first leg, which our first game was Palmeiras versus Atletico Mineirão. Now this game ended 0-0, but there was one major thing that happens. I think it was Diego Costa. He does fall. Sorry, not fell. My grammar sucks sometimes. But Palmeiras, they made a clumsy challenge, and it is Hulk to take the penalty. But unfortunately, he misses it and it hits the post. And that, I feel like, came back to bite them. And Atletico Mineirão, they failed to pull one away goal, and it ends up being 0-0. Now head over to the other side of the bracket, which was Flamengo against Barcelona. Not FC Barcelona, this Barcelona. This Barcelona is a lot better than, even though they lost against Flamengo, this was a Flamengo side that really is very good, alright? They added David Luiz over a couple months ago. No, not a couple weeks ago, not a couple months ago, but he played amazing tonight. Basically, the whole back defense of Flamengo, they played well. And Luis Enrique, he scores twice. And, I mean, terrible start for Barcelona, especially how they come home and they can't concede one goal, because if they do, then they have to score 3 or more goals. Finally, for our second leg of the semifinals, Atletico Mineirão against Palmeiras. Now, Vargas, the former Tigres player, he is the one to score first in this game, as they make a cross and he scores a header in the box. Vargas, he did have another chance as well. He had a cap space, and it was only just a 1v1 situation with the goalkeeper, and he misses it. And after that, I feel like that woke up Palmeiras, and they kept pushing through, and finally they broke through and they score. And that score, it was a terrible defense mistake. I mean, they failed to close it in, and terrible marking as well. You feel bad for Atletico Mineirão, because now Palmeiras have an away goal. And after that, after a few stoppage time chances from Atletico Mineirão, Palmeiras do survive. It is that one away goal that they scored in this game that make them through. And this game really does make you wonder what would happen if Hulk did score that penalty. So yeah, I mean, that Hulk penalty really was their own demise for Atletico Mineirão. They played so well during this whole series, only just to lose to an away goal tie. So yeah, you feel bad for them. And Palmeiras, they go back to the finals again to maybe redeem their title, but who knows, because their next opponent would have to be against Barcelona, against Flamengo, and it is Flamengo that go through, because they just demolished Barcelona in this series tie, and they score another 2 goals, one from Enrique as he fools the goalkeeper, and another one from a terrible defensive mistake, and from not even marking their players. So yeah, it is Flamengo to move on after they won their second leg 0-2, and it will be Palmeiras versus Flamengo. Now let's give a quick prediction, which I feel like will be Flamengo to win it all. Flamengo, they've been so good, especially how Barcelona, they were so good. They were top of the group. Yeah, Flamengo has just been high, and their defense as well. Adding David Luiz, a big step up. But I don't know, Palmeiras, they're kind of a weird cookie. I mean, they were really holding on to that away goal fixture with, I mean, Atletico Mineirão just pushing and through and pushing. So I don't know, but don't doubt Palmeiras, I guess. So, because last year I thought Santos were gonna win, but Palmeiras ended up winning in the last seconds. So yeah, those are my stuff with Copa Libertadores. I think Flamengo is going to win it again after the last one in 2019. So yes, guys, let's head over to Campeones Cup. Let's go. Finally, guys, the 3 sagas have finally come to an end, and the Campeones was the final one, which ended a few days ago, but we'll still talk about it, which was Columbus Crew against Cruz Azul. Now coming into this game, literally I had no belief in Columbus. I mean, this was a team that was struggling in leagues play. I mean, they lost to Inter Miami, Atlanta United. Those two teams were struggling before Atlanta were going to their renaissance form. But Columbus Crew, they actually played well, to be honest. Now, it was basically less than 5 minutes. Columbus scored, which was an own goal, as Columbus was awarded a free kick, and it is Zil Ryan to take it. But unfortunately, his shot hits Angulo, the man that scored against TFC. Remember, guys, in the CONCACAF Champions League? I still remember that. Just a few more weeks, guys, and then we'll see our champion. But like I said, it hits Angulo's head, and that results in an own goal that throws off the goalkeeper. And Columbus, they take the early lead. And after this, I mean, it was basically Columbus, but there was some Cruz Azul. But I feel like in this game, Columbus wanted this trophy more than Cruz Azul. Their confidence was pretty astonishing. It was high. This chemistry was pretty amazing. It was strong. They just looked like a team that really wanted this trophy more. And, this trophy, they want it. It's a good way to build this up to maybe go on to making it to the playoffs. I mean, you just beat Cruz Azul. You can beat Montreal. Continuing this game, like I said, this team, Columbus Crew, they really did want it more. And their defense tonight was pretty astonishing. And even when their defense lacked at moments, when Cruz Azul, they looked like they were going to knock on their door and score and tie it up. It was Bush, the goalkeeper, that made quite astonishing saves. Like I said, it wasn't just the front 10, it was also the goalkeeper that made some huge saves and kept this game into a clean sheet. But anyways, in the 72nd minute, it is Dominguez that he stumbles Zil Ryan, and that causes a foul and makes Columbus get another free kick. And it is Lucas Zil Ryan to take it, but his shot does hit the wall of Cruz Azul. But the shot does hit back to Militan Valenzuela, and he does make a cross, and that allows the Jonathan to make a header, and he scores. And that was probably the dagger into Cruz Azul's chest, and it was. And after that, there were a little bit of moments in stoppage time where Cruz Azul did look like they were going to score, but I mean, yeah, they had to score 3 or 2 goals, and they didn't. And it is Columbus Crew to win the final saga of this 3-part series, which was the Campeones Cup. And yeah, they beat Cruz Azul 2-0, and like I said, Columbus Crew, they win their first international trophy. So yeah, congratulations to Columbus Crew. I made fun of them a lot, especially during that CONCACAF Champions League fixture, but you know what, this one I'll give you a pass. Alright, but if you fail to make the playoffs, I'm gonna straight up laugh at you. You literally beat one of the 4 semifinalists, and you're not gonna make it to the playoffs. I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm literally gonna laugh at you. So yeah, that's gonna be it. See you guys next time.